Dear friends, greetings. We continue to inform you about what is happening on the Ukrainian front line. Kupiansk direction, Sinkivka. The assaults in this area have intensified. Ukrainian defense forces have repelled a powerful Russian attack during the day. The Russians are actively attacking on the southwestern flank of the direction, having advanced 200 meters in the forest. The Russians are also moving into the village, fighting on the outskirts of the village. Lyman direction, Terny. The Ukrainian defense forces strengthen the flank from the east in the landing, where the Russians were knocked out of their earlier positions. The Russians are also pressing from the southeastern flank. Assault operations continue, and the Ukrainian defense forces are fighting back and inflicting significant losses on the enemy. Avdiivka direction, Tonenka. The Russians occupy the first private sector on Centralna Street. The enemy also attacks from the southern flank in the direction of Umanska Street. Berdichi. The village is completely under the control of the Ukrainian defense forces. Groups of Russians are trying to break through, but I don't think they will be able to achieve anything. The situation there is difficult but controlled. Zaporizhzhia direction, Robotyne. The Russians are again attacking Robotyne in small groups from the right flank. Their artillery continues to work, and then, as if on schedule, aircraft arrive and drop MRAPs. Kherson direction, Krinky. The Ukrainian defense forces have driven the Russians out of the eastern flank and are continuing to move forward. The lower sector in the south has been cleared. We are advancing further. There are enemy positions ahead where they have been touched, but this will not prevent us from smoking them out with the drones. A stretched enemy infantry group attempting to storm Ukrainian positions near Stepove in the Avdiivka sector came under merciless artillery fire, including cluster munitions from the 47th Separate Mechanized Brigade. The flying occupants are being added to the mix. The mechanized assault with armored vehicles and golf carts, as the Desert Cross all-terrain vehicles supplied to Russia by China are also called at the front, was decisively stopped by the soldiers of the 60th Separate Mechanized Brigade in the Lyman direction. Third Assault Brigade is burning out landings with the occupiers near Avdiivka. Thus, a UAV tracked the night movement of enemy infantry in one of the forest belts. From the sky, the soldiers adjusted artillery fire and tightly covered the landing, where they spotted the concentration of occupants' manpower. The scorched earth and the remains of enemy infantry, the destruction of the enemy in the Avdiivka sector. That's all the information we have for now. Dear friends, please do not forget to like this post, as it will help to spread this information.